everyone. So today's class is going to be a yoga core class. So we're going to focus not only on our abs, but we're also going to focus on our obliques and our backs as well. So it's going to be an entire core workout / yoga class. So we are going to start on our backs today. Go ahead and lay down. Extend your legs long on the floor. Place your arms wherever is comfortable. Just relax your feet, relax your hands, and let your body melt into the floor. Go ahead and close your eyes and start to deepen your breaths. Take big inhales through your nose and slow exhales through your mouth. You want to make those exhales last just as long as your inhales. Good, now go ahead and take your hands, place them anywhere on your stomach. As you inhale, feel your stomach rise up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly release the air from your mouth. Another breath just like that. Inhale, expand the stomach. Exhale, release. Good. Slowly bend your knees so that your feet are flat on the floor. Place your arms down by your side or wherever is comfortable, and then just let your knees fall side to side in a windshield wiper motion. So we're just getting a little bit of a twist in the spine here. Try to stay passive and relaxed. It's okay if your hips come off the floor. Good. Start to bring your knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. And then keeping your legs together with one hand on each knee, draw some circles with those legs, keeping your hip flexors, keeping your legs relaxed. We're just using the hands and the arms to do the work here. Reverse the direction of your circles. Just notice how your lower back and your tailbone feel against the floor. Good, find some stillness. Bring your knees further into your chest, grab behind your thighs, round your spine, bringing your forehead up to your knees. Rock and roll a couple times, start off small. Just feel your spine against the floor. Keep that belly button tucked in. Good, eventually make your way all the way up to a seated position. And in your seated position, sit up nice and tall. Reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift both arms up overhead. Then as you exhale, drop your right hand down. Reach it up and over with the left hand, looking down at the floor next to your right hand. Inhale, lift back up nice and tall. Exhale, reach up and over to the left, again looking down at the floor. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, reach up and over to the right, maybe stretching 1 inch lower than last time. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, reach up and over to the left, stretching that right side of your body. Inhale, lift back up. Good, go ahead and relax your arms and find your way to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. So in tabletop, you want to stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Have the tops of your feet against the floor. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, initiate the movement from your breath. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Tuck your tailbone in. Tuck your chin in and round. Curving your spine as much as you can. Pulling that belly button up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhale, drop your chest. Arch your back, look up at the ceiling, also point your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Good, exhale, using the breath to curve, push the hands down into the floor, round your spine. Inhale, drop your chest, arch your back, look up at the ceiling. Good, exhale one more time, cat pose, curving the back. Inhale, cow pose, arching the back, dropping the chest, looking up. Good, finding neutral position. So have your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're going to reach our right arm forward, so try not to shift your weight too much. Engage your core to stabilize. Reach that right arm forward. Once you feel stable, kick your left heel back. So you don't want to be arching here. You want to have a straight line from your fingertips all the way out through your heel. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Push your left hand down, push your right knee down. Everything is engaged here. Hold it, inhale. Exhale, lower back down to tabletop. Other side, again, without shifting your weight too much, reach your left arm forward, nice and long. Once you feel stable, kick your right heel back. Long line of energy, pull your belly button in. Hold it, inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Good, now you want to try to lift your arm and your leg at the same time. Reach the right arm forward, kick the left heel back, inhale. Exhale, just like cat pose, round your spine, bend your elbow and knee, bring everything into touch. Then inhale, reach back out in a straight line. Exhale, round, curve the spine, pull your elbow and knee in together to touch. Inhale, reach back out. Good, one more time, exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, reach back out. Come back to a tabletop position. Good, other side, reach your left arm forward, kick your right heel back, nice and long, inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button in, curve the spine, bend and touch. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, curve, bring it all in. Inhale, reach back out. One more time, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach out. And now back to a tabletop position. Awesome. Go ahead and tuck your toes so that your toes are pressed against the floor. Push your hands down to engage your shoulders. We're going to do a hovering tabletop. Lift your knees about an inch off the floor. Don't change your alignment. Keep pushing against that mat. Hold it for 8 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your hips up and back for downward dog. Pedal out your feet left and right. So just going to get some motion in our lower body, moving the feet around. If you want, you can take some ankle circles here, maybe some wrist circles. Take a moment now to do whatever you need to do to wake up your body. So if you want to move your hips and shoulders around, get your whole body involved and just do whatever feels good. There's no wrong way to do this. This is all about you. Cool. Okay, let's start to find some stillness in downward dog. Reach your heels down towards the floor. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. If your hamstrings are tight, don't be scared to bend your knees. Keep that spine nice and long. Take an inhale, look forward at the top of your mat. And then exhale, walk the feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, point your tailbone down, and slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Once you're in a standing position, pull your navel in towards your spine, roll your shoulders down your back. Take an inhale, lift your arms up, mountain pose, keeping your shoulders still rolled down your back. Rotate your pinkies in, have your arms by your ears. Then exhale, take a tiny back bend, opening up your chest, slightly pushing your hips forward. Inhale, lift back up, mountain pose, shoulders are still rolled down your back. Then exhale, leading with your chest, dive forward into a forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, pull your head forward. You want to find a flat back here. If you want, you can have your fingertips on your shins or on the floor. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back one at a time to high plank. We're holding high plank for 10 seconds. Pull your belly button in towards your spine, push against the floor, hold it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose, lifting the arms up, keeping the shoulders down. Exhale, small back bend, open up the chest. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, dive forward, leading with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Right away, you want to find your alignment, shoulders over wrists, and pull your, or rotate your triceps back, and you want to have a micro bend in your elbows. We're still holding our plank, pulling that belly button in towards your spine. Stay here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet forward, forward fold. Now slowly just bend your knees all the way so that you're in a little bit of a squat. Just sit your weight in your heels. If your heels aren't touching the floor, that's fine. You just want to let your head hang heavy, let your hips feel heavy. Just take a moment here to stretch out those ankles, let this feel good. And now carefully find your way to a seated position. So to start, we're going to lay down on our back, but before we get there, we're going to lower slowly. So reach your arms forward, have your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor, palms are facing up. Lower down slowly in 10, 9, 8, pull that belly button in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring your hands behind your head or have your fingertips right next to your ears. And we're going to bring our legs to a tabletop position. So stack your knees right over your hips. Your shins should be parallel to the floor. You should already feel your abs starting to work here. If you don't feel them working, that means your knees are probably too close to your chest. So have your knees over your hips. You'll start to feel your back want to lift off the floor, but don't let that happen. Use your abs to keep your back flat on the floor. Pull your belly button in towards your spine, hands behind your head. We're just going to start with normal crunches. Lift your chest, get both shoulder blades off the floor. Lower down, lift up and down. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, stay up, pull your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long. Then switch the legs, keep both shoulder blades off the floor, you want to stay nice and high. And switch. And switch. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands away. We're going to do a version of bicycles. So you want to lift up in the middle, twist and settle here in the twist. Lift in the middle, settle in the twist. Good. To the left and to the right. 10 more. 10, 9, really lift in the middle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, pull your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Good, now take your hands, place them underneath your glutes, or you can just have them on the floor down by your side, it's up to you. We're gonna extend our legs up the wall. If you can't straighten your legs all the way, that's totally fine, but point your toes. You wanna send energy out through your feet. We're gonna lower our legs down slowly, same as before. Don't let your lower back come off the floor, keep it pressed down. Lower the legs in 3 seconds. 2, 1, get as low as you can without sacrificing your form. So if you're all the way down here but your back is arched, don't lower your legs so much. Keep your legs as low as you can with good form, with your back against the floor. Lift in 1 second. Lower down. 3, 2, 1, and up. Lower. 3, 2, 1, lift back up. Lower. 3, 2, 1, and up. Down. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3 more. 3, 2, 1, lift. Lower. 3, 2, 1, lift. On our last one, lower. 3, 2, stay at about 2. Flutter kick your legs as fast as you can. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Keep those legs moving for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your legs into your chest. Grab your knees. Good. Rock side to side. Good. If you want, you can draw a couple circles. Okay, we're going to be back on our hands and knees. So however you want to get there, you can rock and roll. You can roll into one side, push yourself up. Whatever works for you. So in tabletop, we're going to be going to downward dog from here. So tuck your toes, lift your knees up and back. So dolphin pose, all the alignment is going to be the same as downward dog, but we're on our elbows. So if you can, slowly lower down onto your elbows with both arms at the same time. If this is too much for you, just lower down one arm at a time. You can keep your arms parallel here, or you can clasp your hands together. It's up to you, but we're going to be moving from dolphin pose into a low plank. So you might need to readjust your feet, maybe bring them back a little bit. So we're going to roll. Start from the tailbone, tuck it in, roll forward, find your plank. So in plank, make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips shouldn't be higher than your shoulders. So send energy out through your head, out through your tailbone. We're here in low plank. Then slowly shift your weight forward so that your shoulders are past your elbows. Slowly shift forward. Then shift it back. Then shift back to dolphin pose. Shift to high plank. Shift forward, back, dolphin pose. Good. Plank, forward, back, dolphin pose. Plank, forward, back, dolphin pose. We're going to do a couple more. Plank, forward, back, dolphin pose. Plank, forward, back, dolphin, plank, forward, back, dolphin pose. Now in dolphin pose, adjust as you need to because we're going to be making our way back to downward dog. If you can, lift both elbows at the same time. If that's too much, just lift one arm at a time. Downward facing dog. So we're going to do that same idea, but now on our hands in a high plank. So starting from the tailbone, tuck your tailbone, roll forward into a plank, shift forward, shift back, downward dog. Roll forward, shift forward, and back, hips up and back, downward dog. 3 more. Roll forward, shift forward, shift back, downward dog. 2 more. Roll forward. You want to make sure you stop in that high plank before you shift forward, forward, back, downward dog. 1 more. Roll forward through the entire spine, shift forward, and back, downward dog. Good. Go ahead and lower onto your knees. Bring your toes together. Find child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, release. Good. Go ahead and roll up. So we're spending a lot of time on our hands. If you start to feel wrist pain, you can always switch to whatever we're doing on our hands, to your elbows, or you can just skip it altogether, do something else. But we're going to be doing more on our hands. So we're going to stretch out our wrists a little bit. Go ahead and clasp your fingers together, and then just do some circles with your hands. Just to get some blood flowing in those wrists. Loosen up in the joints. And switch directions. Make sure you circle in both directions. Good. Now place your hands on the floor with your fingers facing forward. And just shift your weight forward into your hands. You'll feel that stretch in your forearms. Just hold it here for a couple seconds. Take deep breaths. Good. Now flip your hands over, almost like you're in gorilla pose, so that the tops of your hands are on the floor. Be careful with how much weight you shift into your hands for this one. Just play with your weight shifting forward and back. See what feels good to you. Just applying pressure, opening up those wrists. And give them a little bit of a shake. We will meet in downward facing dog. So, on downward facing dog, you're going to inhale, lift your right leg high. Point your toes down towards the floor, flex your foot, then exhale, bring your knee to your nose. So So you're rounding your spine, pulling your belly button up towards your spine, bringing your knee as close to your nose as you can. Then inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, same thing, but bring your right knee to your right elbow this time. Try to get contact there. Tap your knee on your elbow. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, go across your body. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. Again, try to tap. If you can't, that's fine. Kick your leg back. All of that. Again, exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, across the body to the elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. One more time, each position. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift back up. Good, lower the right leg down. Find downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, kick it back up. Really use your breath. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, across the body. Bring it in as close as you can. Try to touch. If you can't, that's fine. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it back up. Exhale, across the body. Inhale, kick it back up. We got one more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, across the body. Inhale, reach back up. Back to downward facing dog. Good. Again, find child's pose. Just take a small rest here. Reach those arms forward. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is some oblique work. So we are going to start from our elbows in a forearm plank. So adjust yourself as you need to. Maybe you need to come forward on your mat. So in forearm plank, you can have both palms flat on the floor so that your arms are in an 11 shape. Or you can clasp your hands together any way. You just want to be pushing those elbows down into the floor. So your elbows are pushed down into the floor. Now you're going to rotate one arm so that it's at a 90-degree angle with your mat. So bring your left arm parallel to the top of your mat. Shift your weight so that you're in a side plank. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Now you can keep your feet staggered like this, or you can stack them, or you can lift your top leg. It's up to you, but we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push those hips as high as you can. Use your left obliques to lift those hips. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you lifted your leg, lower that leg back down. Rotate back into plank. So now your right arm is going to be parallel to the top of your mat, and you're going to rotate open to the left. Again, you can keep your legs staggered, or you can stack them, or you can lift your top leg, push those hips up using your right obliques. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those hips high. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you lifted that leg, lower it down. Come back to a normal plank with your arms in an 11 or clasped together. We're just going to hold it here, shifting our weight forward, then drawing circles. So go to the right, then down, then to the left, back up. Right, left, down, back up. 2 more. Right, left, down, back up. Right, left, down, back up. Reverse the direction. Left, down, right, back up. Left, right, down, up. Left, down, right, up. 1 more. Left, down, right, and up. Child's pose. Nice job, guys. Find some deep breaths here. So, from here, we just have one more thing before we get to stretch out. So, it's kind of more intense. So, if you need to modify, feel free to modify, just listen to your body. But we're gonna start on our stomachs. So have your feet as wide as your hips with the tops of your feet pressing against the floor. Have your hands by your shoulders. We're gonna take a cobra pose. It doesn't have to be a big cobra pose. You wanna use your hands as little as possible. Lift your chest, squeeze your glutes to protect your lower back, and just lift your chest as high as you can with little to no weight in those hands. So lift that chest. Inhale. Exhale, lower the chest, tuck the feet, push all the way up to a high plank, just like a chaturanga. Then lower all the way back down slowly. Untuck the toes. Lift the chest, cobra pose. Lower the chest, tuck the toes. Push up all the way. Slowly lower down. Untuck, lift the chest, lower the chest, tuck the toes. Slowly push all the way up. Slowly lower down. Untuck, lift the chest. We just have one more. Lower the chest. Tuck the toes. Push all the way up. All the way down. Untuck. Lift the chest. Lower the chest. Good. Go ahead and relax the head down. You can fold your hands on top of each other and relax your chin or your forehead on your hands. Bend your knees. Let your feet fall side to side in a windshield wiper motion. Awesome job, guys. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. So place your arms down by your chest. Push back. Sink your heels or sink your hips towards your heels and melt your chest down to the floor. Go ahead and take your arm. Tuck it underneath your chest. This is my right arm. Press your right shoulder into the floor. Place your right ear on your mat. And just take a couple deep breaths here. Just allow the weight of your body to stretch out that shoulder, pushing the right arm down. Good. Go ahead and switch arms. So now tuck your left arm underneath your chest. Place your left ear on your mat. And push into that shoulder, allowing your body weight to stretch out that arm. Good. Come back to child's pose. Bring your palms together to touch. Spread out all of your fingers, then bend your elbows, bringing your thumbs to the back of your neck. Again, relax your chest down to the floor here. Slowly release those arms. Roll all the way up to a seated position. Bring your hips down to one side, swing your legs in front of you. And we're going to take a seated forward fold. So inhale, lift both arms up overhead. Open up your feet to a little bit wider than your hips. Relax your feet. Exhale, reach forward. If you want, you can grab onto your feet or your legs and just pull yourself forward, stretching out those hamstrings, relaxing the quads. Let your head hang heavy. So go ahead and walk your hands over to the right. And you'll start to feel that stretch in your lower back and your outer hips. Just relax into it. Slow down your breathing. And walk your hands over to the left. Same thing. You'll feel that in your lower back and your outer hips. Just breathe into it and relax. Good, now walk your hands back to the middle and slowly walk them in so that you can roll all the way up to a seated position. If you need to, scoot forward on your mat so that you can lay down on your back. Then once you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze, rock side to side. Then use both hands to grab onto your right knee, extend your left leg long on the floor. Then pull that right knee up and over to the left side of your body for a supine twist. So you want to extend your right arm long and then look over past your right fingertips. You can use your left hand to pull your right knee closer to the floor and just relax into this twist. Slowly start to release that twist. And find the other side. Pull your left knee into your chest, extend your right leg long on the floor. Then use your arm to pull your knee over to the right side of your body. You want to look past your left fingertips in this twist. Use your right arm to pull that left knee down to the floor if it feels good to you. Good. Slowly release that twist. Pull your knees back into your chest. And we're going to find happy baby. So grab either behind your thighs or your shins or your calves, your calf muscles, or the inner or outer edges of your feet. So you just want to make sure your tailbone stays on the floor. Open up those legs, relax the inner thighs. Just surrender to this pose. So stay passive. Allow the stretch to happen. Relax everything in your body so that you can deepen that stretch. Take deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now slowly start to come out of that stretch. Extend both legs long on the floor. Extend your arms down by your side. Close your eyes. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your back. Just allow your chest to be open. Find a comfortable position. With your eyes closed, start to fall into a natural breath. Just going to take a little Shavasana here, allowing yourself to be still. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need. But if you're ready to move on with your day or night, slowly start to find some motion in those fingertips and toes. Wiggle them around. Maybe take your thumb and rub them against each fingertip, just waking up the skin, bringing in some sensation. Yeah, then take a couple wrist circles and ankle circles. And then bend and straighten your elbows and knees, folding and unfolding at those joints. Then take a long body stretch. So reach your arms up overhead, extend your legs long on the floor, and stretch like you just woke up and you're taking a big yawn. Then whenever you're ready, roll over onto one side, finding fetal position. And then once you feel settled there, use your hands to push yourself up to a seated position. To find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and close your eyes. Think of creating space in between each piece of your spine by pulling your head up towards the ceiling, grounding your tailbone into the floor, having a nice tall, long spine. Bring your hands to heart center with your palms touching. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Good. Another inhale, make it bigger than the last one. Exhale, release. One more inhale, hold your breath at the top. Hold your breath. Keep that breath in, just feel the air expanding your rib cage, expanding your chest. Exhale, release. Bow forward to seal your practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your abs feel nice and happy and energized, maybe a little tired. But yeah, that was yoga core, working out the entire core, not just the front, but also the sides and the back. So make sure you stretch if you still feel like you need to stretch. Take a shavasana as long as you need to. Just do whatever feels good to your body. Really listen to your muscles, listen to your joints. Just take care of yourself. Keep moving. Do something creative today. Whatever makes you happy, what makes you feel energized. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.